Hey, what's up everybody? Jake here and welcome to the hobby. Today we are checking out the brand new Journey Together booster box, and it does come with one bonus illustration rare style promo cards. Whatever that means. Let's rip this bad boy open and see what we have inside. I was able to pick up this booster box at retail price, which was $166. That is a really good deal right now. I pre-ordered that at retail price a couple months ago. And thank goodness I probably did that, because these booster boxes are going for significantly higher than that. Significantly higher than that. Oh, and there's our Journey Together promo card inside. We got ourselves the Ends Reshiram. Looks really solid. Cool card. I love the hollow pattern, and the Journey Together stamp looks fantastic on the card. Really great box topper. They haven't done box topper in a very long time, and I'm happy to see it. Let's rip this plastic open. I wonder how much this card is on the secondary market. If there's one inside of every single booster box, it can't possibly be that expensive. But it is a really cool looking card. I'm glad that they give you a freebie. You know, here you go. You get yourself a guaranteed hit. This is kind of like having a hit inside of a booster box be guaranteed. And it is a good one. Ends Reshiram. I dig it. Very solid. This one, probably not going to be a PSA 10, especially with that centering, but still really solid promo card. We're going to top load that bad boy, and let's move on to our whole entire sealed booster box of Journey Together. 36 packs. I'm excited. We haven't done a booster box review since Surging Sparks, and that was November, so that was a long time ago. It's been a long time since we've opened up a fresh booster box of a brand new Pokemon card set, so this is really exciting. Let's see what the pull rates are going to be. I'm going to be happy if I pull any special illustration rare. One single special illustration rare, any of the 6 that are available, I would be happy with. There's not a single special illustration rare that I would be disappointed to see. And for the pull rate, I would like to see at least 3 illustration rare. If this booster box has 3 illustration rares, that's perfect. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Salamence EX, that's one of the special illustration rare that we're looking for. If we pull ourselves a Salamence EX, that's great. The top chase card for me from this set will have to be the Lily's Clefairy. And it's not because it's the most expensive card, it's just clearly the best looking of the bunch. Very clearly. So it makes sense that that one is the big chase card for this specific set. Because of how expensive the booster packs are going for right now, it sort of dictates the prices on the singles. Because the sealed products are so expensive, that raises the cost of the singles. The singles have to be more expensive because the sealed products are expensive. They sort of go hand in hand. There's no world where the top chase card of Journey Together is a $40 card if the booster box prices are $250 to $300 or something ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And this set is a very small set. It's about the same size as Stellar Crown in terms of the amount of illustration rares and special illustration rares that are inside of the set. Because there are not a ton of illustration rare, because the amount of illustration rare is around 12, that pretty much means you're going to get yourself consistent illustration rare pulls, which is a good thing. For a set like Paldea Evolved has 36 illustration rares. And the odds of you pulling any specific illustration rares like the Magikarp is very low. So that's why the Magikarp is really expensive. It's because you could open multiple booster boxes, multiple booster box cases. Ooh, there we go. The Lily's Clefairy EX Partners Pokemon card. Very solid. Because Paldea Evolved has so many illustration rares, there's 36 of them, you could open up multiple booster box cases and never ever pull yourself the Magikarp. But because Journey Together only has 12 illustration rares, which is a third of the amount of illustration rare that Paldea Evolved has, if the pull rates are exactly the same, then you can consistently see yourself repeat. Oh, and there's our very first illustration rare, and it's a very strong one. We got ourselves the Iono's Kilowattrel. I think it looks really solid. Wow. Gorgeous illustration rare. We're going to have to sleeve up this immediately. So, like I said, For this to be a decent booster box, I would like to see at least 3 illustration rare, and I'd be happy to pull any special illustration rare. We don't have to pull a special illustration rare per booster box because that's not the pull rate. The odds of pulling yourself an special illustration rare is probably like 1 in every 2 to 3 booster boxes. So we have to be lucky to pull ourselves a special illustration rare. But we should get at least 2 to 3 illustration rare. Wow, the next card looks really shiny. Is it a full art trainer card? Oh, it is a full art card. It is the Salamence EX full art. Wow, nice looking. I'm going to look at the edges really quickly. Do you guys see that? Does it have some kind of edge damage to it? There's definitely appears to be some edge damage to this card. Or maybe I'm just imagining something. The whitening on the back looks fine. But if I look at the very top edge, it does look a little bit chipped. That's something that I would flag as a reviewer of this booster box because I want to make sure you guys are aware that, hey, these booster boxes are being printed out and you may see damaged cards immediately out of the booster box, which is not fun to anyone. No one wants to see damaged cards right out of the booster box. I'm very happy with our pulls so far, you know? 1 illustration rare, 1 full art card, very, very solid. If I pull any of the gold rare, hyper rare cards, that'd be really cool. The full art battle partner Pokemon, the ghost trainer cards would be fantastic as well. The full art ghost Lily or the ghost Hop would be fantastic. Those are the ones I'm chasing just because I think they look hilarious. Those full art trainer cards might actually be very, very collectible just because of how unique those art are. Meowscarada. Or Mouscarada, however you want to pronounce it. We're about 1/3 of the way through the booster box, and this is exactly what you're probably going to get. From 12 booster packs being opened, you're probably going to see yourself 2 ultra rare, 1 full art card maybe, and 1 illustration rare. That's exactly right on in terms of the pull rate. So this is very consistent with what I expected. Reshiram EX. Makes sense. Makes sense for Reshiram to be inside of this set along with N, who is obviously N's Reshiram. But that is not N's Reshiram, that is just a Reshiram EX. Okay, that's a little bit funky. You'd think that'd be N's Reshiram. Alright, next booster pack up, and it looks like we got ourselves a hit. I see something inside of this pack. You guys see it? I see a little bit of something. Oh, it's... Oh my god. It's the trainer on the edge. The trainer on the edge of the border. Oh, goodness. I was like, wait, I see a little bit of something on the edge. Shouldn't the only thing be on the edge be the actual border? Ah, it's the trainer's art. Okay, all right. All right. I don't know. It's just sticking her bun out there. All right. Lily's Pearl. Okay, interesting. Greedent, Lotad, Parasect, and Lycanroc. Not doing so hot anymore. Not doing so hot anymore. All right. We're definitely at least 1/3 of the way through the booster box. Pulled 1 illustration rare so far. I'd like to see at least 2 more. Minimum of 2 more illustration rare. More Hop, Banette, Matang, Cramorant, Holographic Reverse, and Mimikyu EX in this set. Surprising. No other Mimikyu like illustration rares or special illustration rares inside of this set. But there you go. Just a random Mimikyu EX. The new holo pattern is definitely very glossy, though. A lot of shine. A lot of shine on, though. Black Belt's Training, Regice, Hops Cramorant, Octillery, Professor's Research, and there it is! One of my big chase cards, the Articuno. Looking gorgeous. Do we get another hit? Nope, just a Noivern, but yes! I was really, really looking forward to finding this Articuno. Relevant, it's still kind of wintry in a lot of places, and that is a cool card. Let's sleeve this card up and top load this bad boy because, wow, that is a cool illustration rare. No pun intended. And let's move on to the next portion of this booster box. I'm very happy with these results so far, and some people might say, oh, Jake, you're only happy about these results because you're getting good pulls, and I would say, yes. That is true. I am happy when I get good pulls, and I am sad when I get bad pulls. I am only human. That's all I can really say about it, you know? Objectively, I get it that I should look at things from a pure analytical perspective, but I'm a collector as well. If I get good pulls, I'm happy. If I get bad pulls, I'm sad, you know? Like I said, the middle ground in terms of the amount of illustration rares that you should get is 3, and we're batting above average right now. If we pull one more illustration rare, or even 2 more illustration rares, then suddenly we're batting definitely above average. Because I think you should only expect 1 illustration rare per 12 booster packs right now. And this is what I was really talking about, is the consistent illustration rare, right? Because there's only 12 illustration rares from this set, I can expect to see Articuno. I can expect to see, I don't know, Kilowattrel. If I open up How They Evolve, I can open up multiple booster box cases and never see a Magikarp because there are so many illustration rares inside of the set. But this set has so few that you can sort of expect to see a couple the same one again and again and again. In fact, if I open a couple more booster boxes, I'll probably see the Ionos Kilowattrel or the Articuno on repeat. It's not surprising for me to see those again and again because there's so few illustration rares inside of this set. Same with the special illustration rares. There's only 6 special illustration rares inside of Journey Together, which means if you want yourself a copy of the Lily's Clefairy, the odds of you pulling it are higher because it's 1 in 6. If you pull any special illustration rare, the odds of you getting the one that you want is higher. And that's exactly what I want from my set, is consistent pulls. I don't want to be hunting cards in 1 in 1,000 or 1 in 2,000 booster packs the same way that Prismatic Evolution currently has it. I like that there are cool, really hard chases. I just don't like inconsistency. There has to be some level of consistency, and people should be able to expect some level of value. I can at least say I'm enjoying this booster box. I'm having fun. And I should, because I'm getting good hits. Hop's Snorlax. I didn't even realize Hop had a Snorlax. Very cool art, though. I dig it. All right. We are definitely over halfway through this booster box. Well over halfway through this booster box. So, moving on. The only thing that I can really hope for now is 1 more illustration rare and 1 more special illustration rare. If we pull 2 special illustration rare, wow, that'd be really, really cool, though. And there's still, like, chances of us pulling a random secret gold rare card. Oh, Iris Fighting Spirit. Iris is a very interesting character, and I'm glad to see Iris again. Iris has not gotten a full art trainer card, at least I think since XY. So this is very, very cool. Off-centered. This card is off-centered. You can definitely tell because it's a little bit fatter on the right and a little bit thinner on the left. But that's just sort of what you can expect to see from your packs pretty much. Off-centering is very, very common in a lot of Pokemon cards, modern Pokemon cards especially. Lots and lots of off-center cards. So we pulled ourselves 2 4 cards already. We pulled ourselves the Iris and we pulled ourselves the Salamence. 2 4 card in a booster box is very normal. You can probably expect 2. Don't expect 3. 3 would be way too high. I don't think we're going to get a third full art card. We might. I'm not saying it's impossible because pull rates for booster boxes are not consistent at all. There's no guarantees. I think some people have messaged me even recently and say, hey, I thought you get a guaranteed secret rare or special illustration rare in every booster box. And no, that is not true. You have no guarantees. The Pokemon Company does not promise anything inside of a booster box besides 11 Pokemon cards per pack. Could we potentially open up a whole entire booster box and get 0 hits? That'd be extremely unlikely, right? Statistically, that is extremely, extremely unlikely, but it is not impossible. It is not impossible. I'm sorry for whoever opened up that 1 booster box out of a million that has no hits inside of the whole entire box, because that would really, really suck. Yeah, absolutely. This Iono is tripping me up because her design is taking over the edge of the board. We got ourselves Mamoswine EX. Very, very solid. We got ourselves 10 booster packs still. Wow. I'm always surprised by how many booster packs come inside of booster box because 36 booster packs is a lot nowadays. When every single time that you want to open up packs, it seems like the max you can get from any product seems to be 4 or 5 here or there. It's really, really hard to find booster boxes at affordable prices now. So it is fun to open up a whole entire booster box because you get yourself immediately 36 booster packs, which is really, really cool. The other thing that I wanted to talk about, and this is a little bit off topic, but I wanted to talk about the Destined Rivals release yesterday, because we had the same issue again, which is a lot of people said, hey, Jake, I waited in line at the Pokemon Center, and when I finally got through the line, I did not see any Destined Rivals in the store, which I agree is really, really annoying that you need a direct link to the product to buy the product, because you could not just randomly type in or search Destined Rivals on the Pokemon Center and find the product. So if you're someone that's new to the hobby, you would have never known that. You just wasted hours waiting in the queue for nothing, and I think that's really, really frustrating. I have no idea why they can't prepare Destined Rivals to be searchable in the main webpage, but I do think that is a travesty that some people were waiting in line for 2 hours to not even have a link to Destined Rivals, which is absurd for their website to not have one directly to the product that they're currently marketing and trying to sell. So that's completely fair. And that's just going to be something that trips up new collectors especially, and I think that's really unfortunate. That there's all these little nuances that if you are a new collector and you didn't know, if you're not familiar with how things are done, you just would never know that. And that's just really annoying. It does look like we got ourselves a hit on the back of this one. I'm going to be honest, I think we got ourselves the Special Illustration Rare Volcanion. That's my guess right now. It looks like the Special Illustration Rare Volcanion, just from what I see on the edge. Do you guys agree with that? I guess it doesn't have to be. Okay, it's just a regular Volcanion. I was close, guys. I was close, okay? I was like, could it be the Special Illustration Rare Volcanion? It's not impossible. It looks very red. It looks like the Volcanion. At least I was close. It was definitely a Volcanion. It just wasn't the Special Illustration Rare one. Oh well. Easy come, easy go. We pulled ourselves only 2 Illustration Rares so far, so now we're batting below average if we go through this whole entire booster box without... Oh, there it is! Third one, we got ourselves the Furret. I was not chasing this one, but it does look really, really adorable. So, really cute. Happy to pick it up. 3 Illustration Rares is exactly what you can expect from a booster box. So if you're someone that's has booster boxes of Journey Together on pre-order, or if you're someone that's expecting to purchase one, then these results are very, very similar to what you can expect inside of a normal average Journey Together booster box. We got ourselves 5 more booster packs to go. Any additional hits that we pull right now would be fantastic. This is just the icing on the cake because I do not expect to get any more additional pulls. 3 Illustration Rares, 2 full art cards is exactly what you can expect to pull from any average booster box already. Most likely we can get ourselves maybe like 1 more ultra rare, and if we pull ourselves any gold rare card or hyper rare card or anything of that nature, then we were very lucky, which is fantastic. It happens sometimes. Let's see, Articuno, Postwick, Ends Clang, Low Kicks, and Metagross. 3 more booster packs. Anything can happen. Let's see if we can make some last pack magic happen. And obviously, you technically get yourself a 4th Illustration Rare from the Ends box topper. The Ends Reshiram Illustration Rare box topper is a nice throw-in, and I do think that card's going to retain some level of value. I don't think it's going to retain that much value, though. It can't just be that expensive, because if there's 1 copy of it inside of every single booster box, then it has to be cheaper than the Furret or the Articuno or the, I don't know, Kilowattrel, because those are technically going to be more rare than even the Ends Reshiram. So I think there might be some value to the Ends Reshiram immediately from the prestige of it, because it does look like a really cool card. It just looks like a card that should be valuable. But if there's 1 inside of every single booster box, it just can't be that expensive. There we go. I expected to receive one more ultra rare. So we got ourselves the Alcremie EX. Even though the Pokemon Company does not have official pull rates, I sort of expected exactly these results. And that's just coming from someone with experience opening up a lot of booster boxes, that this background looks exactly like what I expected to receive from my booster box. Final pack. Do we get any last pack magic? We got ourselves Wailord, Billy, and Onair. And final hit. Woo, we got something. Oh, a Mamoswine EX. All right, 3 full art from a single booster box is technically above average. So very, very solid. So from that booster box, we got ourselves the Salamence EX, the Iris Fighting Spirit. We got ourselves the third illustration rare, the Mamoswine full art, the Ionos Kilowattrel, the Articuno in the background, as well as the Ens Reshiram box topper. For a Journey Together booster box, I think this is very consistent with what you might receive. If you are lucky, you will pull yourself one of the 6 special illustration rare. We were not lucky today in pulling a special illustration rare, but that's just how it goes sometimes. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoy, and let me know if you get some really good hits from your own Journey Together booster box. I was very happy with the results from today's video, just because all these illustration rares were ones that I wanted inside of my personal collection. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.